Welcome back to the B2B Marketing Forum, the live version, CMO Talks. And if you have a question, right now is your chance. Hashtag CMO Talks. And I'm together here with Shimon Ben Ayoun, partner of spotONvision. But actually, I should have started with you first because you're the lady CMO of Aprimo. And we're going to talk about an interesting topic around the challenge of a marketer. But before we go into the discussion, I would like to start with you first. Lisa, you're talking about a revolution for the marketer, for the CMO. What is this revolution you were talking about?
This revolution is about the changing landscape of marketing, whether it be channels, tight budgets, tight resources, and the need to deliver results now, coupled with the changing way our customers and prospects want to engage with us. That's the marketing revolution.
Okay, and what does it mean for, if I'm a marketer and I understand what you're saying, say I see all those challenges, am I today equipped to meet those challenges? Am I good enough myself?
Well, a couple of things are, yes, if you see that you need to augment your skills, and if you don't see that, probably not. And you either need to surround yourself with someone that has it, or you need to find a different profession.
Okay, so I believe I need to change. And I'm a change agent, so you better believe it. And I'm going to upgrade my whole team. And we spoke earlier about integrating IT, using technology, and doing the whole thing perfect. But then apart from myself, what do I need to do with my team? What are the key recruitment challenges, for example? What kind of people do I need to make this journey happen? I can't do it myself. Pretty strong, but myself is not good enough.
I think the first thing is you have to have a vision of what the end goal is for the marketing organization. I'll use our own organization as an example. I've set the mission that we will be the best B2B marketing organization on the planet. Now, we're not there yet, but that vision, it's like going to the moon. You know what you have to do to get there. You have to be able to drive demand, keep customers, help your sales force be productive. You got to win the category. And if you do all of that, you're probably on your way to that best B2B marketing organization. So that's critical. Okay. The second is you can't do it the old traditional way, right? We don't all sit in the same office. We don't even sit in the same country anymore. The skills are often not where the company is located. So our own organization, we've gone virtual. We've gone to Silicon Valley. We've gone over here to Amsterdam. We have our biggest European team right here in the Netherlands.
So how many people do you have worldwide in your team?
In our team worldwide, both field marketing and our traditional marketing, we have nearly 40. And it's everything from demand creation to customer marketing, all the way to managing our brand and our social engagement.
So before I include Shimon in the discussion, one final question, Shimon. I know you want to add, but what makes it so difficult to find these people in your team? You have to make it virtual. You have to think not from a traditional perspective. What makes it difficult to find these skills?
It isn't necessarily the skills that's difficult to source, it's the approach to marketing. Is the marketer a change agent? Are they able to think with both creative and logic and numbers and data? And three is, do they want to be part of something bigger than just a job? And it's that approach, it's that passion for marketing that's the hardest sometimes, not the skills. The skills can be taught.
Wow, nice. I like the passion word as well. I feel it. I feel it.
You got to have it.
Become a B2B marketer. Can I be part of your team?
Yes, please.
Shimon, do you recognize this? You work a lot with your customers in content marketing, and I'm sure you can resonate, but what is your experience when you work with these
Well,
teams?
obviously we are a B2B marketing agency, so we work with different types of customers. And one thing that I would like to add, because you asked Lisa a very interesting question, what kind of people do I need to have? And I think what is lacking in a lot of organizations before we touch the marketing, it's maybe on HR level or maybe higher, is that a clear culture in companies. What is the values that we have in companies? What do we want to achieve? And if this is clear, then the right people will be easy to choose because if people will fit in this values culture or not. Secondly, I think what Lisa also mentioned, which is extremely important but extremely difficult to get, people that are marketeers with double mindset. The mindset of their creativity on one hand, and the left side is actually logical numbers if they can communicate to management with numbers. because it's all about numbers these days. But on the other hand, we should not leave the creativity out of marketing. And this is, I think, a difficult mindset to find right now, specifically when you're talking now about to get there, to get the numbers right, you need to use technology. And traditionally, marketing or marketeers and technology were not a good match. But now you see that if you hire a marketeer who doesn't have any affinity with technology, you should not hire him because he is actually doomed to fail in your team.
And if you look at, you've spoken about identity
Yeah.
and core values, and
Yeah.
if you don't have it, that aspiration or what you believe in as a marketing department,
Yeah.
then it's difficult. And secondly is the metrics and the technology, and the third part is the people. If you have 100 people potentially to hire, how many people actually have that left and right brain, the logic and the creativity? How many of those people are there?
Well, I
percentage-wise.
don't think it's a lot of people, but you should ask, maybe you should rephrase your questions. How many people have the will to become champion on both?
It's that passion again.
It's a passion, exactly. And that's what we see is that, you need to have the passion. If you have the passion, a little bit creativity, you can get there, but if you don't have it, then even technology will not help you get there.
When I think along that line, Yuri, what's important for us as marketing leaders is to help educate our teams that numbers are not to be feared, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Embrace it.
Yeah.
Exactly. And if you look at the creative marketer, they understand brand research. So mapping the brand research back to product offerings and how that data correlates helps them start to understand, well, maybe I better look at who's downloading what and what those numbers are to be able to produce better content. So I also think it's incumbent on us to make it something that's sexy instead of geeky and boring.
Exactly, yeah. That's also a point. But what's also important, you were also last year, and last year we had Mike Volpe, CMO of HubSpot, and he also gave his vision regarding what kind of people I have in my team. What he mentioned is that I don't have any people with more than 2 years of experience in marketing in my team. So it's digitally native. It's actually not too traditional. Doesn't have a traditional marketing experience, and the mentality of getting things done. That's important, I think. If you have those, you can win. And we see that actually HubSpot just announced their, I don't know if you saw that on Forbes, that they got like 80% increase in revenues here from 2011 to 2012. It's amazing.
All right, so if we go back to the topic of today, engagement marketing. What does it mean? The whole recruitment and the skills. What's the relationship between engagement, what we're trying to achieve? It's hard to go from a transactional perspective to relationships and actually treat people like people. It's very scary. Yeah. Done it once. I'm never going to do it again. But what's the relationship between the voyage of engagement marketing and the skills and the passion and the drive and people that want to be part of that? What's the relationship? Some thoughts?
Well, I think it's a combination of understanding the customer first and equipping the marketer, regardless if they're in PR, all the way into if they're in solution or product marketing, with that understanding of the customer and prospect. Exactly, mapping the buying process, understanding the role of content along that process. Those are work that we've done internally and we counsel our customers to do, because if you don't understand, you can't engage, right? It's like going on a first date and asking to get married. Whoa, a little too fast.
Yeah.
After that, then
I'm never going to do it again.
Yeah, exactly. I did it a second time. It's better the second time around. And then with that, being able to try and to pilot things without fear. And knowing that you can do, we did a roundtable series in 2 cities. We did an amazing job. These were talking to CMOs. In a 3rd city, we had 1 person show up. I was mortified. My team was mortified. And you know what our CEO said? If you're not swinging for the fences, a baseball metaphor, hard enough, then you're probably not trying hard enough. Out of that 1 lead, we had 100% though conversion to a qualified lead. So it paid off. So I think it's both sides. We have to understand, and then we have to be not afraid to try new things, because engagement really depends on that customer and it's changing constantly.
I see. Thank you. Final takeaway for you?
Final takeaway is that basically we have to go back to the basics in marketing, and what Lisa had summarized it in one sentence: equip our marketing to customer-centric marketing. That's all.
Thank you. It sounds so easy.
It sounds easy, but it's not. Absolutely not easy.
But it's more difficult to implement it. Thank you so much for your value, and good luck putting the customer first. Thank you.